Great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Missouri Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I checked in with Kansas State's head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end.
And Reese, the fun thing about this tight end matchup, man, they've been here. They've been there, done that. Like, these guys have experience. They're seniors. They're so elite. They're looking for that next level, and then they're going to go to the NFL. But we got the treat, man, to watch this duel, to see maybe who the best tight end Jesse is in all of college football.
Yeah, and David, because they have that experience, you know these quarterbacks trust these guys.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's in open space downfield. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Rides to the back, and the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Quarterback keep. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Pressure coming. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Run inside. It's Jackson. Can't get him to the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him outside. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
Keeps it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Running inside. It's Hardy. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to the ground with the running back. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense, because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Simmons. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
The give to Hardy. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that's going to tie it up.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Plucks it out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Spins away from the defender. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He's got the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback will keep it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Under fire. Hauls it in. Oh, he got loose. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
Got a little grass. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Reading the option, it's Johnson. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Simmons. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this...
Looking for a deep man. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Simmons on the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Kansas State sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Guys?
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. DBs will try to keep everything in front. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the UCF Knights. Back to your game at Memorial Stadium.
And the Wildcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The pull and throw off the RPO. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, give to Hardy. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. Here's Simmons to throw. Under fire. Trying to get away. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hardy. Showing off the arm. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Simmons finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Simmons. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get Hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught by Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got a little space. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They'll give it to him again. Oh, better look out. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got...
It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Lee. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Throwing Simmons. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Here's the pressure. He sacked this defense all over him.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw at Simmons. Makes the catch. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Finding some room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Simmons on play action. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on first down. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Back to throw, it's Duff. Here's a heat. And they got it. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Simmons makes the grab. It's Lee. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They go play action with Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. There's some room. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Off play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll run it. It's Hardy. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul,
When you're trying to... You just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Finds his tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 4th down, gotta have it here. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll give it to Hardy. Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Right back to Hardy on first down. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Setting up the screen. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter. 30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's